Hello everybody, this is Uppish, and before we start this video, I just want to say sorry about this, but right now, it's going to be a long while before I can actually record, before I can record any gameplays. For some reason, my computer decided to bug out, and I couldn't sign in to my computer offline, and not only that, but as you guys know, I'm living in a place where I can't get internet, and uh, that's so now I can't sign into my computer because, like an idiot, I changed the base password to my offline account, and then it just wouldn't let me sign back in. So I then tried to reset my PC. I did. I completely reset my PC, and it deleted all the files and everything, but it still wouldn't let me sign in. So now I might be locked in, just completely locked out of my computer. So, yeah, there's that quick little update. And without further ado, let's start this story. Well, let's start this. Alright. Leave the bar because you're traumatizing my child, which currently is drawing and can't be bothered at all by what just happened. Hi. I don't know if this fits perfectly, perfectly the board, but I figured it does. I apologize in advance if that's not the case. Background: my small sister is a lesbian. She's 16 years old and has been together with her girlfriend, also 16, for over a year. We all fit well together, and when they asked me to give them a ride to the train station, I'm 21 and I have a car, I was more than happy to accept. They planned to have a day for themselves in another city, Zurich, Switzerland. We live in the south, and taking a train is the easiest way to go there. I pick them up and drive up to the station, where we find that their train has been suppressed. No worries, the next one will be in about 40 minutes, so I propose to the two little lovebirds to offer them breakfast in a nearby bar. We sit down in one of those couches in a corner and order some coffee and a couple of brioches. Everything is fine. Note 1. I always was very protective towards my sister, and I would be too. My sister is older than me by 6 years, I think. And not only that, but I would protect her to the death. Okay, okay. I was always very protective towards my sister, and even more since she came out. They never had any issues aside from the token school bully calling them names. We are sitting there doing nothing. I am reading a book while the two are chatting. I spot a woman on another table looking suspiciously at us, but I refuse to care. At this point, the two girls exchange a quick kiss on the lips, nothing even remotely vulgar, just a quick little kiss. The woman makes an enough is enough face and stands up, to then walk towards our table. She stands there with crossed arms until I pay her some attention. Note 2, she didn't even glance at the girl, she just came up to me. Sorry, but couldn't you leave? I'm quite baffled, and the only answer I can mutter out is something along the lines of, why though? Your girls, yes, she said, your girls, are being inappropriate and my child is scared. The two of them were by far the most harmless looking things in the whole bar, and the bar had teddy bears lying around. Why did the bar have teddy bears lying around? Oh well. How the F are they being scared? I managed last moment to avoid cussing as I didn't want to make a scene. Well, isn't it obvious? Two girls doing that in public is just unacceptable. I started to get frustrated, and so is she. I adopt a dead serious face and speak slowly and deeply. So we have to leave? Why? Her pitch starts getting higher. Are you crapping with me? Again, guys, I don't like to curse. I don't want to have my child see that crap. Note 3. The child is totally unbothered drawing at his table. At this bar, if you bring a small child, the water will offer... Oh, the waiter... The water... The waiter will offer some crayons and some sheets of paper. Your son doesn't seem bothered. So you know my son better than I do. Get out now. At this point, the waiter is starting to pay attention from a distance, so is the manager. Sitting behind the bar table, I don't know how it is called. I don't know how it's called in English. My sis is probably feeling the stench of an incoming fight, so she caresses my arm and tells it's okay, we can leave. Looking at the lady, I calmly say, both of you have yet to finish your coffee. We are not going anywhere. Lady, who keeps progressively getting angrier, says, you think it is okay to do that crap in public? Get out or I'm getting the manager. Note 4, she used an Italian term similar to something which is the most offensive way to call gay people in our language. Yes, southern Switzerland speaks Italian. The more you know. I guess that makes sense. I'm pretty sure... Isn't Switzerland right around Italy? I'm pretty sure. Or at least it's a neighboring country. Okay, I was dead sure that the manager was not going to kick us out at all. I worked here during the past summer and I knew him, so I was not bothered. We are not leaving until we decide to do so. I say as I start to get really angry. Dare to call any of them that again and I'm going to call the police. Note 5, in Switzerland it's common to call the police for every nuisance, so threatening to call the cops is usually a viable strategy. Oh yeah, call them. I bet they would be happy to see that those two bleepers are doing that crap in public. At this point, my sister's girlfriend quietly stood up and went to talk to the waitress, a lovely lady who has been there for a while. Is there something wrong? The waitress said while stepping in. I demand that you kick out these little craps. My son is being traumatized. Note 6, the son is still drawing completely unbothered. The waitress, which at this point had glanced at me as if to say, DW, I got this, goes, we are not going to kick anybody out because of your views. And even if we did, it would be completely illegal. The lady gets mad, and while screaming nonsense, she runs her hand across the table, knocking out our beverages and the remaining food. The manager, who is monitoring the situation from afar, slams the tabletop and comes down with a pace. Listen here, ma'am. You brought this way too crapping far, and I'm going to call the police right now. Also, I guarantee that while your son is welcome, you will not set foot in this bar again. Ever again. This lady at this point mutters some nonsense about this being a crappy bar, and how she hopes to not have gotten AIDS by drinking from their cups. Manager just points the door and says, out! While the waitress is already on the phone with the police, at least one police car is always hovering around the station, so he knew they would get here quickly. Lady grabs her kid, which was still drawing, and appeared terrified when his mother just pulled him out of the chair and storms out, knocking down the newspaper rack and some other stuff. The manager excused himself profusely and offered to pay for our breakfast. We declined as it was not the bar's fault. They still got us a new breakfast to make up for the one the lady knocked down. Fast forward a couple days, this girl had a beautiful day for a work... Oh, the girls. My bad. The girls had a beautiful day, and for a work trip, I end up waiting for a train at the same bar. The manager went to greet me, as I said we knew each other, and happily told that the woman had been stopped by the police and had to pay a heavy fine for the mess she caused. He asked if we wanted to jump in on the lawsuit, but I kindly refused. To this day, the waiter still fruitlessly tries to offer me a free coffee. It's good that she's not taking the free coffee or anything free. Because, in all honesty, in that situation, it's usually, unless the restaurant takes the accuser's side, it's not their fault that this douchebag pops up. Okay, let's read a couple comments. Don't know what to say. I'm just glad I'm not her kid. Lol, that kid was just like me, completely oblivious to what's going on around me. Oh, assuming the bar table was the raised surface that separated the customer area from the employee area. It's called a counter in English. Oh, well, oh. Alright, let's just go to the next one. Which I think is like right over here. Edie gets mad after I kiss my girlfriend. All night I've been getting a lot of notifications that you guys wanted more. So here you go, here's more. ED equals entitled dad, ES entitled son, me, girlfriend. Okay, so one time, I wish they would space their texts out. That's kind of hard to see. So one time, me and my girlfriend decided that we would take a short walk. It was a nice fall evening. There's those ones with the crisp, cool air. We decided to sit down on a bench and just enjoy that we were together. It was all nice and romantic until Edie and his son walked by me as me and my girlfriend are kissing. Yes, ew, those people are kissing. Edie, you guys shouldn't be kissing in public. You're poisoning my child's mind. I'm sorry, we were just about to leave. Have a nice day. Edie, no you weren't. You guys were really making out. Like French kissing. Me, no wait. Wait, where's that text? Me, I'm sorry, we'll be on our way. Now are you gonna have sex with her in front of my son? Both me and my girlfriend get a disgusted look on our face. Me, shut up. We're not doing anything like that. You just said you were. No, I didn't. I said we were gonna leave. Like as in walk away. We were probably gonna get dinner or something, not get dirty. I know you teenagers very well. I was one once. Never mind, both me and my girl are 24 and can obviously tell that we are after he starts to talk like he's my parent. The 7-year-old son is there. We just walk away. After that, we did go out for dinner. So if this Edie is reading this, I never had sex with her. Or at least that night. Sorry that my stories have my girlfriend in them. I got ones without her and a lot from the Volkswagen dealer I work at. Let me know if you want to hear about the time a kid broke a mirror off a car and the parents didn't do anything about it. Okay, one more. Okay, what does this say? You will date my daughter or I'll get you fired. So for some context, I'm a 17-year-old male and I work at a Segway tour company. It's actually really fun. I get to ride Segways around the city and talk to people. And get paid to do it. Plus the tipping isn't bad. So anyway, there was a tour booked a couple of days ago and I came in about 20 minutes early to answer emails and get everything ready. The group shows up, mother and daughter, and that's when things get interesting. I'm not going to insult your intelligence by telling you what EP and me stand for, but D equals daughter and FBI equals Federal Bureau of Investigation. Just for some useful info. EP and D come in and I check them in. Alright, I have some waivers for you to sign. How old are you? 16? Okay, then you don't need to sign a waiver. I ask this because if kids are younger than 18, their parents sign the waivers for them, but EP only heard me say the first part, not when I said D didn't need to sign a waiver, so she thought I was just asking her daughter how old she was. This was probably what started it all. We go on the tour, and while I'm driving my spiel, giving my spiel, EP keeps interrupting me to tell me stuff about D and find if we are compatible. And so is me. And so this nonprofit organization opened. Are you in college? No, I'm a junior in high school. I'm usually pretty free with info about myself on tours because it helps keep people relaxed and initiates conversations during lulls in the tour. Plus, it helps with tipping. Oh, Dee is also a junior. She's an artist. Stuff like this keeps happening throughout the tour, and every time Dee gets redder and redder. My mom does this too when she just yells random mall attendants about me. So I know what Dee is going through, and I feel her pain. At the end of the tour, I tell the two of them that they have 15 minutes to go around the town, and then they can meet me back at the Segway place. I get back and start getting things set up for the return. They roll in, pardon the pun, and I take their Segways to start charging them. So, what do you think of my daughter? Pardon me, what? I saw you checking her out during the tour. Are you gonna ask her out? Mom, stop. Ma'am, I just recently got out of a relationship and I'm not looking for anything right now. What? Huh? Is my daughter not good enough for you? No, that's not it. I just said that I just got out of a relation. You're not going to date my daughter, and that's final. Oh, you are going to date. You are going to. You can't tell me what to do. I'm not your kid, and if I don't want to date your daughter, I don't have to. Besides, you haven't even asked her if she wants to date me. Yeah, I don't want to date him. Me, see? I'm going to call your boss and tell him about your terrible customer service. You're never going to work in City Name again. Me pulling out my phone. Alright, you want to call him and explain the situation? How you're trying to force me to date your daughter and get me fired for saying no? And then I guess the absurdity of the situation finally sunk in and her face transitioned from pure rage to slight confusion. Wait, maybe I don't want to. No, let's call him. Start to go through my contacts and press my boss's name. Let's have this conversation. I don't think that's a good idea. D, let's go. EP runs out the door. D turns to me and says, "I'm sorry," and then follows her mom. I hang up the phone before my boss answers and starts cleaning the segways. I have some more stories from my work. Y'all tell me if you want to hear them more. Okay, I guess I'm going to end this episode of Entitled Parents here. I'm very sorry that it wasn't flashy this time. I know it looks so crappy. I know this looks so crappy, but this is the only way I can get videos out now. Oh, and it's Fudging Monday. This is probably gonna take forever to upload. I'm probably not gonna be able to get it out till Tuesday. And that's not a part of my schedule. So yeah, if you guys still want to support my channel, please help me out. If you're new to my channel, hit the subscribe button. If you really liked the video, please hit that like button. If, let's say, I don't know, let's get up to about maybe 7 likes. If you can give me 7 likes on this video, I will post another Entitled Parents within the week. So yeah, without further ado, I'm going to end this here. Bye-bye.